Shout out to Caressa McKnight for sending me this story right here. Two things. I have no idea who this guy is. I've never heard of him. But his name is Julio Urias or Urias, or however you pronounce his name. And you're looking at this picture and you notice his eye looks kind of funny looking. That's not because he was recently hit there. Otherwise, it would have been a bruising and all types of stuff around his eye. That's actually how his eye actually looks. But that's besides the point. Now, the reason I'm doing this story is because it actually correlates with a story that really blew up in the headlines last year, but we'll work our way up to that. So this individual back in May 13th to be exact, assaulted this woman in a parking lot. He's 22 years of age, and he assaulted this woman in a parking lot. And he was arrested, and he was pretty much charged with pretty much like hit with domestic charges. But guess what just came out today on June 3rd, 2019? Prosecutors declined to charge him with anything. So this guy just attacked this woman in a parking lot. And mind you, he's a baseball player. He plays for the Dodgers, which means he has a lot of force in his hits, because I believe he's a pitcher. I'm looking at the pictures and he's pitching in every one of them. So that means he has a lot of force, because those pitchers throw those balls really fast. Like if you put a lot of pitchers next to the speedometer, they track how fast they throw these balls, and some of them can throw them up to over 100 miles an hour. So if he can do that with a baseball, imagine what he can do when he throws his fist. But it says that he was arrested for domestic violence, and he did not get hit with any charges. He didn't get charged with anything. They said all he has to do is go to a 52-week, which is a whole year, counseling program and commit no acts of violence for the next year. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I can think back to last year with Kareem Hunt. You know, he was the black the black football player who got into a little altercation in a hotel hallway. And he barely touched this woman with what happened. And they made a big deal out of it. He barely touched this woman. It was like a little light kick tap to the ass, or lack thereof. And they blew that all the way up. I'm curious though, what was the ethnicity of this woman that this guy hit? Because we all know that with Kareem Hunt, it was a white woman that did it. And when that tape came out, they made Kareem Hunt life a living hell. He is very lucky that he got a second chance. He's very lucky, because not every black man who's in athletics or any type of form of entertainment who gets caught up in something like that will get a second chance. And I think I hope he knows that. But they did not charge him with anything. And he did this in broad daylight in the middle of a parking lot at a Los Angeles mall, which means many people could see that. And he didn't get hit with no type of charges. He just got to take a counseling class for 52 weeks and not commit any act of violence for the next year. He's not going to get kicked off the team. He's not going to have his funds be hurt. None of that. And it's amazing they kept this way under the radar, because this happened last month in the middle of May 13th. And we're just now learning about it. Maybe it's because many of us don't care about baseball. I really don't, to an extent, whatever. But the fact that this happened and they didn't really talk about it lets you know something. And he's a sports figure. Why didn't they blow this up? We know why. They had to protect him. Now, had this been a black baseball player, we already know. They would have blew that up and made sure we knew about it every single day. And I know Me Too ain't gonna say nothing about this, so I don't even have to ask where the hell they at. Or what about all those other organizations for women and stuff like that? They didn't make not one peep about this. Like, this is a brand new story to me. If this thing did not have a date attached to it, I would swear that this happened today. But it's a constant us versus them thing. And it always will be. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I will talk to you in the next one.